Welcome back to another video with flyfishingwithjeff.com. And I've had a lot of requests in the last year or so, probably more so than on any other topic, to talk to you a little bit about the boat that you see me fishing out of. Not my float tube, but what I call my float boat. And so I'm going to try to give it a go here. It's kind of tough doing all the filming, but I'll talk to you a little bit about the boat. First of all, it's the Voyager, and it's made by the Creek Company, Steamboat Springs, Colorado. I don't know technically where they are as a company right now. I know they're still selling these. They've shut down making the different parts of their float tubes, but they are still making these, and they've even got a two-person unit called the T-Rex. So that's the boat. It's about $1,000 up front. And so I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about a few things here about the boat that kind of makes it nice. I think it's a very unique craft. I have made some adjustments to it. They may look a little bit hillbilly, but they've allowed me to fish the way that I like to fish. First thing I've done is I've moved the foot pegs here on this boat from here up to here, about a foot further. I mean, I'm a rather tall guy and I like having enough leg room, but the boat is intended, and it has a seat that clips into the D-rings here to be sat in and rowed from back here, and you can go forward or backwards. And I think the idea is row downstream, get out, fish, get back in the boat, and I've kind of turned it into a situation where I like to fish out of it. So I've moved the foot pegs up further here. This allows me to stand up like I am here, and you see me from my videos and cast, and the boat doesn't go anywhere. And as strange as it sounds, one of the things I really like is this allows me to kind of use this as a walker in the water. So when I'm walking down through streams, boulders, etc., that are slick, I can stop and stand up and then go back to casting. The other way that you've seen me use it a lot of times is what I call going Fred Flintstone, and it's just using my feet. I may point the boat downstream, cast back upstream in either direction, or I'll flip the boat around against the current, kind of use my feet in fast current to stop me in various places. If I get to a situation where I want to fish, I just simply stand up, provided I can, and I go to fish. If I want to get back in the boat, I hop in, I pick my feet up, we drift on by. So that gives you a lot of different opportunities to fish out of this boat. It's got 3 places, 3 valves, one here for either half of the tubes. And again, these are tubeless, which is nice because you don't have to worry about holes inside the tube. And if the old Voyagers had a 22-foot tube and you had to pull it out and find that hole, that was very difficult. And the third one is for the seat itself, is back here behind me. Okay. So I've also been asked about kick fins. Can I use kick fins? Yes, you can. In fact, I think if you really wanted to buy just one boat, you could buy this. You wouldn't need the float tube. It's not as convenient as the float tube in some places, but yes, for sure, that's another reason I have my foot pegs moved up forward, is so I can put my foot kick fins on and put my kick fins down below. I can use the kick fins. I don't do that very often, but there are some applications where that's something that is convenient and something that works well for me, especially if you're in a river with some depth, not a lot of areas to get out and stand up, and you want to maneuver from side to side and cast. You can do that with your kick fins. Obviously, it's got a pair of oars here. I can get in here pretty quickly, turn it around, work. In fact, some of the rivers up here are kind of, the water's not running at all on this one right now, but if they are, you have to really kind of keep your eyes open, and you have to stay ahead of yourself as far as logs and sweepers, and you do a good job of getting yourself out of trouble. Put your oars back on, okay? Go back to fishing. So I just love this boat. It gives me a lot of different jobs, ways to fish. Gives me some storage. In fact, you've seen me even have a cooler on here before because I've moved up and I sit on the front part of the seat. It gives me storage. Handles Class 3 whitewater. I've never had it in anything yet that I didn't feel safe and secure, and I've been in some pretty whitewater stuff. So anyway, that gives you an idea again of the boat. From if I were to have the boat deflated in the back of my truck to being set up, oars, everything ready to go, takes about 15 minutes. And that's not bad. A little longer to take the air out of it, and I do that when I'm traveling. I don't like it up on top flopping around or creating drag and trouble like that. But when we get someplace for a long time, then I usually leave the boat up, put it on top of the vehicle, drive to and from with straps. So there you go. Again, it's the Creek Company's the Voyager, made in Steamboat Springs, Colorado. You can check them out on their website. It's about $1,000. It's been very durable for me. I've had this one for a few years now, and you have to pay attention, have to patch a hole here and there, but that's just going to happen normally with wear and tear, especially with the amount of time that I'm out. So I hope that helps some of you guys out. I would say that would I do a few things differently? Yes, but I've already done them. I've kind of moved things around on the boat. All in all, it's just an excellent way to fish, especially fly fishing, because you can be moving and casting. Unlike a canoe and a kayak, you don't have fly line out on the water and you have to pick it up and you have to row and it gets in the way. You can do all this, and I'm sure you've watched me on some of my videos. I'm able to hit spots, pick it up, hit spots, and keep going, and really get to places that a canoe and a kayak doesn't allow you to, from the standpoint of being able to just to stand up in a stream. If the current's not too much, you can stand up, the boat will come around. I use this as a stripping table, and then I cast. So hope this helps out some of you guys that had some questions, and if you have other questions, you can email me at www.flyfishingwithjeff.com, and hope you have a great day.